Hi, Nova. It's Ignacio. Is everyone there?
Sorry, looks like everyone's here.
Nova, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mr. Mayor, can you hear us?
Rick, can you hear me? I can see you.
I can hear you.
I can see Brett. Yay! Woo!
Mayor, are you able to hear us?
Ignacio, can you
Let
hear
me
us?
know when they all get there.
Yeah, they're not, I don't,
Why can't he hear?
Roland or the mayor, can you hear us?
I don't think the mayor can hear us.
It's got to be on his side because everybody else can hear us.
What about you, Honor? Honor, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going back on mute.
Mr. Mayor, can you hear us? Are you going to text him?
Now I can hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
That's weird. Okay, I think everybody else is muted. That might have been part of the problem. Is Nova there now?
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. Okay. This time we'll call to order the special meeting of January 25th, 2021. Councilmember Burns, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. We'll move to roll call.
Councilmember Perez,
Present.
Vice Mayor Resendez,
Present.
Mayor Velasquez,
Here.
Councilmember Burns,
Here,
Councilmember Spencer,
Here,
City Manager Miller,
Here.
City Attorney Epperson,
Here.
Interim Police Chief Reynoso.
Here.
The amended agenda for the City of Hollister City Council special meeting of January 25th, 2021 was posted on the bulletin board on January 22nd, 2021 at 12:15 p.m. per Government Code Section 54956.
Thank you very much. We'll move to item A. A1.
Thank you, Mayor. I have Renee going to speak on this item.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, City Council. Renee Perales, Administrative Services. On March 27th, Congress passed the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act, or the CARES Act, in response to the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. The State Department of Housing and Community Development, HCD, will publish a notice of funding availability for the Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Funds, or CV2 and CV3 funds. Eligible cities and counties may submit applications for these funds under the upcoming NOFA. The City of Hollister is eligible for $550,120. The purpose of this public hearing is to give citizens an opportunity to make their comments known regarding what types of eligible activities the city should be applying for under this CDBG program. Eligible activities paid for with state CDBG funds must meet one of three national objectives listed in the CDBG federal statutes as follows: benefits to low-income households or persons, slum and blight, or must meet urgent community development need, or a need resulting from a state or federal declared disaster or posing unforeseen risks to health and safety. In addition, eligible activities must be used directly to prevent, prepare for, or respond to COVID-19 and meet CDBG requirements as provided and directed by HCD in the NOFA and outlined in their plan. So we can do public services to respond to COVID-19 impacts, public facility improvements to increase capacity for healthcare facilities and improve public facility safety. We can do housing facilities for persons experiencing homelessness, including acquisition or rehab. economic development to support needs of local businesses to retain and bring back jobs impacted by COVID-19. One thing that we had discussed a little bit is a public facility project for the Park Hill buildings, or the buildings that we have up on Park Hill, doing a rehab. So at this time, staff recommends that we open the public hearing, we take comment and close public hearing, and then staff will come back to the council at a later date with a request to submit an application.
Thank you. Is there any questions or comments from council?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Renee, out of the different categories, I couldn't hear you that clearly. What specifically are you going to look into? I think I heard you say something about the parklets, but what specific categories are we looking into? I saw like there's different ones like blight, businesses, homelessness. Which ones are specifically you're going to target?
Here, Councilman Resendez, one of the ideas that we had was to actually rehab the buildings up at Park Hill, and so that was one of our suggestions.
The buildings up at Park Hill?
Yeah, to use as potential housing of homeless.
I'm sorry, what exactly are you planning on doing with those buildings?
We would have to, I mean, we haven't gone that far. That was just one of the ideas that we've come up with.
Just one of the suggestions for the use of the money.
Okay, I'm not sure, but so I know you're going to apply, but you want to specifically do what over at Park Hill? I'm not understanding you, Brett. I'm so sorry.
We would rehab those buildings to be used as a facility to help with homelessness, or as a place to shelter them during the pandemic.
Got it. I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
Okay, any other questions from council? This time we will open it to the public for public hearing. Do we have any speaker cards?
We might have one speaker on Zoom. Susan Logue, did you have a comment on this item? Susan Logue, did you have a comment to make on this item?
If so, Susan, you're muted.
Okay, I guess there doesn't appear to be any comments from the public.
Okay, at this time we will close public hearing. Is there any other comments or questions from council?
I have one.
Mayor, this is Tim Burns. I do have a question.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. For the city manager, I believe, I just wanted to be clear that what we're doing today is we're going to take and decide or authorize the city to move forward to apply for this grant. Am I understanding that correct, sir?
I'll have Renee answer that question for you.
Today is just strictly a public hearing to take suggestions on what we would apply for. We will come back at a later date after we've taken into consideration any ideas, and then we will come back to the council for authorization to submit an application.
Perfect, thanks. I just wanted to follow up with the Vice Mayor's thoughts and concerns as well. And so, thank you. You've answered my question. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Councilmember Perez, did you have a question?
Yeah, so just bear with me, everybody, because I'm still getting used to this. So basically, nothing's written in stone what we're going to use it for. So, but when we bring it back, will be, if I come up with an idea this week, before the next meeting, I can throw it in there?
Yes, we can still take
Okay.
suggestions. Yeah, nothing's written in stone after today's meeting. This is just for
To
comment.
approval? Okay, gotcha.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? I did, going back to the earlier comments and questions about the facilities, I'm a little concerned if we use it for, to try to rehab some of those buildings, that it wouldn't even cover the cost of rehabbing those buildings. to use them for the purpose you stated. I'd like to see this, if we get these funds, to get to as many people as possible to help them through this crisis. If we can look at some of the other ideas of what we can do for any businesses or the public that was really hurt, has been hurt and still is hurt by this pandemic.
If I may, Mr. Mayor.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. I do agree with that as well, Brett and Renee. What we're hearing, or what I've heard, I'm not speaking for everybody, is businesses are being hurt and then people are not able to pay their bills. So if we can help people that in some way with rent or something, that would be helpful. And if we can help businesses, the only suggestion that I would say is that businesses that have not been very compliant, let's ensure that we're helping as many people that have been compliant with the orders, because I hear this might be a problem with the county. So that's my only concern. But yeah, I'd like to see us help as many businesses and as many citizens that have been impacted by COVID. And I do agree with the mayor. I think that might be something that might be more than what we can really handle at this time. And let's reach out as many people as we can. So I'd really like to head in that direction as well.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right, any other comments or questions? Is there a motion?
I make a
Mayor,
motion.
this is Tim Burns. I'll move to approve.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, motion carries. Thank you very much, everyone. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Do we need to
So
close the
moved.
public hearing?
There's a motion. Is there a
Mayor.
second?
Sorry, Mayor, did you close public hearing? You did? Okay, sorry.
We
Sorry.
closed, yeah, I closed public hearing.
Oh, sorry.
I make a motion to adjourn.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you all.